living like a stage. Hey, hey, 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 love yourself first, explicitly. You overtook yourself to move with that energy. Empower your self-esteem. Self-love is king. That's the only way to win. That's how you empower your dreams. Living like a stage. Hey, hey, living like a stage. Hey, hey, living like a stage. Hey, hey, living like a stage. Hey, hey.
Hey y'all, happy Friday. I'm trying something new. I don't think I've ever done a pop-up live before. So I'm like, let me just pop up on a Friday afternoon and see where everybody is at. I know the crawfish kickback is this weekend. So a lot of my YouTube creator peeps are going to be going there. I'm sad I can't make it. My family's coming in town. We hadn't really planned on that ahead of time. We kind of just planned that when I was in Mobile for my nephew's prom. And so I'm actually waiting on them to get in town now. They were supposed to be here by now, but it's Friday and a holiday weekend. So it looks like they ran into some traffic. So they won't be here for about another 45 minutes or so. And Wallace took Lux to the groomer. So they are at the groomer. He thought Lux was going to be done in about an hour. So he ran some errands after he dropped him off. And then when he got back, Lux wasn't ready. So he's just sitting up there waiting on him because it didn't make sense to come all the way home. So I was sitting here and I didn't have anything on my calendar today. So I haven't done any work today, which I know that's hard to believe because that never happens for me, but I haven't done any work today. And I was just sitting here and I'm like, I'm by myself and I am like a productive person who needs to go all the time. And so when I'm sitting by myself and I really had nothing to do, because I'm good with being by myself, but I need to be occupied. I'm not good with just mindless stuff. And so I had the TV on and then I'm kind of like, oh. So I said, let me do a pop-up live and see what happens. Because I didn't think I didn't even look to see what was going on YouTube. I just was like, let me get on. But evidently, pop-ups ain't the thing to do because I don't know where y'all at. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this up here. I'm probably going to end up deleting it because why am I in here by myself? Which this was the thing that I was kind of nervous about in the very beginning because I'm really comfortable in front of the camera. I'm really comfortable, talking and speaking to people. Hey, Casey, how are you, boo? I'm like, I just did this pop-up live that was not scheduled just to see how it would work. And I'm only on YouTube. So I'm not on Facebook today or Instagram or anything. But I was just saying how as comfortable as I am being on camera and talking and public speaking, it's not easy to do when nobody's on here. It's like, how long do you keep talking? So this is something that I really do need to experience and experiment with so that I can coach my clients for when this happens for them, right? So it looks like somebody's home. I think it's probably Wallace and Lux. But yeah, I need to practice just popping up and not knowing, because I know when my lives are scheduled, my faithful Lifer Tribe members are going to show up. But if my live isn't scheduled, I don't know if anybody's going to pop up or not, but I'm on here. So I have to learn how to keep talking as if I'm just recording a video, even if I'm on here by myself, right? So this is an experience for me because I've never done a live on any platform and not had people join right away because I was on here talking for a few minutes before anybody popped on. So yeah, I just popped on to see what people's plans are for the weekend. Again, I know it's the crawfish kickback for the content creators going on here in Texas. I won't be able to make it to that, but once my sister gets here, we're supposed to be meeting Jody at Papados. We're going to kick the weekend off like that. And then what else are we doing? We're probably going to go to who is this coming in the front door? Wallace, is that you? Oh, okay. So there's Wallace. And then we're going to do some crawfish on. Look at you, Lux. Lux just came back from the groomer. Look. Lux, come here. Let mama see you. Oh my gosh, you look gorgeous. Look at him. Look at him. He is gorgeous. Fresh from the groomer. Look at that. Oh my gosh, he's amazing. Hey, LP, how are you doing? How are you doing? Whoops. So yeah, so Lex just got back from the groomers, but yeah, so we're supposed to be meeting Jody at Papado for a little happy hour. Papado has a great, thank you so much. Yes, that's my fur baby, Luxamillion Hall. So we're going to Papado, and then I think tomorrow we're going to go to Baja Grill. They have spectacular margaritas if you're into that kind of thing. And then on Sunday, we're probably going to do crawfish, and then I'll fry some fish and we'll be outside. And I don't know what we're going to do Monday. So yeah, what y'all got planned for the weekend? It's a long weekend for a lot of people. If you're in corporate, you might have Monday off, which is nice to just kind of kick back. Wallace is looking at me crazy. Like, why are you on live? I sat here and wasn't being productive. And I was like, you know what? Let me just do a pop-up live and see how that works. Something that's not scheduled. And then it also, I was saying, gets me acclimated to being on here just in case nobody shows up, being comfortable with just talking and not necessarily having a topic. And Casey said, yeah, that's how it works. They will end up coming because they will get notified. And that's the thing too, just wondering how it does, how they notify people. Taking girls for silk press now. Oh, that is so cute. Where are y'all going? I've been going to a place here in Arlington called Press Roots, and all they do is silk presses. And I actually have a membership there. So I pay $120 a month, and I can go get my hair done twice a month, which is great because, you know, it costs like $100 to get it done just one time. So I pay $120 and I can get it done twice a month. So that's really cool. We have shopping for boutique tomorrow and graduation same day. Who's graduating? And I think I said thank you, LP. Who's graduating? It is that time. And next week I have the baby shower for our new little baby boy who is coming in July. So that's going to be next Sunday. So I have a busy couple of weeks. Company all this weekend and then baby shower next weekend. And Wallace just got back from the store, so I'm getting ready to make some of those adult drink boxes that I make. I think I'm going to make an old-fashioned version with the whiskey base, and then I'm going to do a margarita version, and I'm just going to make those adult drink boxes and have those ready for everybody, and they'll just be in the refrigerator so that I'm not mixing drinks. I should make them with y'all. Should I make them online with y'all? They're really cool. And that way you just have drinks already pre-made. And yeah, you don't have to be mixing drinks all weekend. Let's see what you said. Remember the friend we supposed to go to the house a couple of previous. Oh, her daughter. Okay. Yeah, I definitely remember who you're talking about. Yeah, it is graduation season. I can't believe that the kids' last day of school was yesterday. That is still blowing my mind. Like, why are they out of school so early? I remember Memorial Day weekend always being like the last holiday of the school season, and you go back. I always got out of school back on the East Coast. We always got out of school like the second week of June, something like that. But I do not remember my kids getting out of school mid-May, right? So your kids were their last day of school yesterday? That is so crazy. I am stuck. Yes, all the kids at home. Yeah, when I asked my grandson the other day, I'm like, when's the last day of school? He's like, Thursday. This Thursday? Like, what? That's so crazy. That was what, May 23rd? That is crazy. Now, my oldest son, my youngest son in college, he's been home. Hey, Deborah, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just doing a little pop-up live chit chat. I think I may make my little adult drink boxes online with y'all in a second, because Wallace just came home with my stuff to make the adult drink boxes. But yeah, now my oldest son, he's in college, so he got out of school like the first week of May, but that's typical for college. But these kids getting out of school so early, that's unheard of. I never remembered them getting out of school before Memorial Day. So that blew my mind. It really did. And it's funny, we were sitting here talking. My son Jacoby and his wife were here, and we were talking about my grandson had his 3rd grade graduation, and Jacoby was like, I went to his graduation and I got choked up at the graduation. I'm like, how you get choked up graduating from 3rd grade? Like, where do they do that at? What is up with all these graduations for every grade? When I was in school, and I know I'm sounding like an old woman, but I am an old woman. When I was in school,
why do classes like that?
Right, we graduated in 12th grade. There wasn't no kindergarten graduation, 6th grade graduation. I did not cross a stage, wear a cap and gown, none of that until I was a senior in high school. Now there's kindergarten graduation and middle school graduation, 3rd grade graduation. I'm like, that is so crazy to me. And not that it isn't some sort of achievement or accomplishment, and you shouldn't be like, great job for completing that grade, moving on to the next. But at the same time, I think that's where things are kind of going awry, is that we're celebrating all of these things that used to be milestones, and it was things for them to look forward to. Now it's just like, it's no big deal. I've already graduated 15 times. Do you live in McClendon, Chisholm? Do you live far from McClendon, Chisholm? Do we live far from McClendon, Chisholm? I don't know. I've never heard of that. I know I live right off of Chisholm Trail. So probably, but I've never heard of McClendon, Chisholm. So probably, I'm in the DFW area, so I'm off of Chisholm Trail. But it's just crazy. I mean, and then like even with the proms, now it's the junior prom, the 9th grade prom. It's like, just those things to look forward to are kind of going away. And I think that's why we get kids who are easily bored. They have this sense of entitlement. They want more, because they get so much right out the gate. And so is it really their fault? Like, things that we had to look forward to aspire to, really just be excited about, to earn, they just get. And so, we were having that conversation here at the house last night. They're like, well, it was an accomplishment. I'm like, yeah, it's an accomplishment, but I don't know. Hey, Tim, how are you? I hope you're feeling better today. I know it's been rough. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I'm just doing a little pop-up live, nothing special, but I do appreciate you taking the time out to be here. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it takes a little something away from it when we're just like, okay, it's graduation, cap and gown, and, all of that type of thing. And, it's not a big deal. Oh, you're going to be in Texas the end of July. Okay, Rockwall. I'm about an hour or so from Rockwall, Deborah. So about an hour. Yeah, that's like one of Wallace and I's little staycation places. We go to the Hilton Dallas Rockwall. They have a lovely pool area right off of the lake, and they have cabanas. And so whenever we just kind of want to put our eyes on something different, but we don't really have the time to travel, we'll go to that Hilton Dallas Rockwall, but it's a really nice Hilton hotel. So we love it there. That used to, it's so funny we're talking about it today, because when Wallace was pastoring the church, his pastoral anniversary always fell on Memorial Day weekend, or right around Memorial Day weekend. And so that would kind of be the thing. We would celebrate his pastoral anniversary and then just kind of unwind and stay the weekend at that hotel. They have, oh, that's where you're staying? Oh my gosh, Deborah, that is so funny. If you've never been to that Hilton in Rockwall, that was Wallace. Like every year this weekend, this is where we would be. Like we did that for about 7 years. So you are going to love it. And I've also been to several women's conferences there. The bar in their lobby is just like really, really nice. So yeah, that is so cool. Yeah, maybe we'll be able to get together. It's not like right around the corner, but yeah, maybe I'll be able to come up that way and hang out with you for a minute if you're not too busy. Yeah, it's going to be great, because I know I'll be gone the first couple of weeks of July. I'm traveling a lot, but the end of July, nothing really rings a bell. So that's super cool. But yeah, it's so funny. And so, in Wallace, we missed Juice's third grade graduation. I had meetings all day. Wallace had taught a class that morning and we weren't able to make it. And Wallace was like, oh, we have to make sure we get him something for his graduation and, whatever. And I'm like, get him something. Like, I'm cool with, like, y'all know I love my grandbabies. I am May all day. But again, I'm just about like not spoiling growing up for them and making them, be used to stuff, and kind of that's how you get jaded and just kind of desensitized, like, what's next. So I'm like, we can take them out for ice cream or something, but I don't see the point in buying a graduation gift for third grade graduation. I mean, what do y'all think about that? Am I mean? Am I just like old school, out of touch? I don't know. I don't see the point in buying stuff. Yes, please keep me posted. I love that area. So definitely keep me posted. I would love to meet you in person. That is awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I think we give too much too fast. And I just think that it takes something away of the experience as they're growing up. Just like, not having to wait for a phone. These kids are getting phones when they're 5, 6, 7 years old. That's, they already have an iPhone. And I don't know. I just feel like it takes a little something away from the childhood experience and just playing and enjoying life, and then having those certain things to look forward to. Like, oh my goodness, I get to get a phone when I'm 13, or, oh my goodness, I get to, I'm looking forward to high school graduation and prom and all that stuff. It's just kind of like been there, done that. And so I just think they get desensitized, and then that gives the sense of entitlement. And that also gives that, like, okay, what's next? Been there, done that. Because again, how fun is graduation if you've graduated 13 times? I don't know. Wallace is over there shaking his head. I don't get it. Maybe it's just me. But I'm also that mom. When I raised my kids, they didn't believe in Santa Claus. We still did the whole, creating the memories. They watched the Christmas cartoons. They knew about Santa Claus, but they knew Santa Claus to be a fictitious character. But they still knew that when they woke up on Christmas morning, they were going to, why are you shaking your head? That is what I did.
I know what you did.
Oh, you're shaking your head like that's a shame. But they knew that there would be gifts under the Christmas tree. They didn't know what they were going to get. They were still excited about it. I mean, my kids are all grown now. And when I asked them, did I ruin your childhood by telling you the truth? And all, it's nothing they miss. And they of course have the right to do whatever they want with their kids. So I don't know. Hey, Cece, how are you, sister? Hey girl, what are you doing on in the day? Right. I was sitting here in the house, home alone. I didn't have any meetings today. I really didn't have any work to do today. And I have to be productive. I'm somebody where it's like, if I'm just sitting, it's like, what could I be doing? And so I said, I'm not going to work today because this weekend is about family. I'm taking off, but I still couldn't just sit and not do anything. So I was like, let me take a stab at this pop-up live. I always hear y'all say, oh, such and such might pop up. Such and such does pop-up lives. Well, I never did a pop-up live. So I decided to do it. So thank you so much for tuning in. And I was like, yeah, everybody's headed to the crawfish kickback. Have you headed that way yet, Cece? Are you there? I know it's going to be a lot of fun. I had planned on going there, but I was saying when I first jumped on this weekend with my sister and her family coming in town, we just planned that while we were in Mobile at the end of April. So I'm never going to miss an opportunity for them to come. And this was a convenient time for them. So I was like, you know what? I'll sacrifice, not go to the crawfish kickback so I can spend time with my sister, my nephew, and my brother-in-law. My granddaughter is going to the first grade. Her papa promised her if she made straight A's, he would give her $100. Baby, she held him to it every semester. I thought, I'm not in that one. Yeah, that's a lot. But you know what? Straight A's is an accomplishment, but at the same time, at those grade levels, it's like
everything's an accomplishment
nowadays. Everything's okay. So, because Wallace and I don't agree on a particular thing. Like Wallace is okay, which is funny because usually Wallace is the more rigid. But when we were talking about the graduation with her, oh, I was going to do that too, babe. Thanks. when we were talking about the graduation with our grandson, Wallace was like, yeah, it is an accomplishment. And I get, oh, you're going tomorrow. Okay. Oh, you'll be on Tampa's Live tonight. I don't know if I'll be popping on tonight because, again, I have company coming in, but I know y'all are going to have a ball. And so Wallace's take on it is, with the kids having so many distractions and so many things going on in the world today, that everything is an accomplishment. And so I guess I can see where he's coming from on that one too. But I don't know, y'all. But let me grab some of this stuff. I'm going to show y'all how I make these drink boxes. Hold on. I got my limes. We're going to make the margarita one. I got an orange. It's like y'all just at the house with me, huh? I got my blender. If y'all don't have a, what is this, Vitamix blender, a Vitamax blender, you need to get one. This thing can make margaritas and slushy drinks and what are those things that people like, fruit smoothies, all of that stuff, just like you get when you go to the places. They are restaurant quality. It also can make ice cream in here. You can make sorbet in here. You can even make hot soups and hot dips. There are recipe books that come specifically with this. I'm telling you, it is an investment that you will not regret. It can do hot or cold. And when I'm telling, the consistency and everything, restaurant quality. Let's see. I don't agree with it either. Too early. Yeah, I think it's too early. Oh, you have a Ninja, CC. I had a Ninja before too, but I'm telling you, this Vitamix, it is the bomb. Yeah, this is the one that they use at a lot of the all-inclusive resorts and things like that. This thing is the bomb. But anyway, let me get the rest of the stuff that I need. Hold on. The tequila, another thing I want to tell y'all about. When you are making like mixed drinks, like punches and whatever, and you're not doing like a sipping cocktail, if you have a Costco in your area, Costco sells their own brand of liquor. Well, this is called Texas Spirit. So that's here. So maybe it's not Costco brand actually, but the only place I see it is at Costco, but it's called Texas Spirit. They sell it at Costco. It is really reasonable price, but it is top shelf grade. It is Costco's in-house brand. Okay. So I'm telling you, they're whiskeys, they're tequilas, whatever. And I am a bougie girl when it comes to a lot of things. 1800 tequila is good. Yes, I love 1800 tequila. What I found out, we did a private tequila testing when we were in Puerto Vallarta. We went during COVID. So we had leased this huge mansion. It was about 7 couples, just a beautiful experience. And I wasn't really vlogging then, so I don't have anything for y'all to reference, but we stayed at this huge mansion. So we did a lot right at the house. So we had vendors and different people come to the house. So we had a casino night one night. We had a 5-star dining experience one night. And then we did a tequila testing one day. And y'all, they had us tasting different types of tequila with like all kinds of weird stuff, like dried ants and spiders. And I don't know, it was weird, but it was fun. But what we found out is we drink tequila the wrong way. Like we are either doing tequila as Americans, either in margaritas or shots, where if you get the better tequilas, they're really supposed to be sipped like a brandy or a good scotch. They're not to be shot like that. And so we learned the whole process of making tequila and all that and the different grades. So I learned a lot about tequila, which is why I can tell y'all when you're mixing. Now, this isn't going to be a good sipping tequila, but if you're mixing it and you're adding a bunch of stuff like juice and all that, you really don't want to use necessarily your best tequilas to make those types of mixed drinks. But this one is really a good one because I'm not a bottom shelf rock gut type of, cannot do that. So if I tell you it's good, it's not going to give you a hangover. It doesn't dehydrate you. You know, it's really a good quality. So if you have a Costco, go ahead and try these. And these are the kind of things, like I said, that are best for mixed drinks. But let me grab the rest of my stuff.
ain't nothing. Where's that? I want to say something funny. I just came across.
All right, y'all. So I got my agave nectar, and then I have my limeade, and I just got a couple of more things to pick up. Can you wrap it up? Oh, that's tequila? Oh, okay. Got Grand Marnier. And we're getting ready to get going. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take my, I cannot believe I'm doing this. This is so hilarious to me. And I'm doing it. I'm going to take my agave nectar, and these are going to be frozen margaritas. And I'm just going to put, y'all know, if you ever watch my cooking videos, I don't measure anything. So I'm putting some of the agave nectar in there just to cover the bottom. Then I'm going to put a splash of Grand Marnier. And I'm telling you, these adult drink boxes are awesome if you're going to have company, if you're going somewhere, you know, if you're invited somewhere and you want to take something. I mean, they're always a hit. So just a little Grand Marnier, which they don't have a Costco brand type of orange liqueur. So Grand Marnier is the best when it comes to orange liqueur. And if this tequila, sorry, y'all. I don't know what's been going on with the internet over here. Well, I know what's been going on. No, never mind. I was getting ready to say it's because of AT&T, but that's the phones. I'm not a fan of AT&T in my area, but we don't have AT&T for internet. And then I'm going to add my tequila. And it's going to be a nice, healthy pour. Don't judge me. We're going to be at the house. And I consider myself somewhat of a mixologist. And this is going to make a lot of drink boxes. All right. That's the tequila. Then I'm going to take a lime. Cut my lime in half. Then we're going to squeeze the lime in here. Had no idea I was going to be doing this today with y'all. So that's 1/2 of the lime. And it's really good to roll the lime a little bit first before you cut it and squeeze it, because it kind of loosens up the lime juice. So you can really get all of it out there. And then I'm going to, this is my orange, roll my orange a little bit. Cut that in half. And I don't have a squeezer big enough for the orange. So a little orange pulp get in here. So just make sure if people are drinking it, they know, hey, that's orange pulp, and they don't think something's just floating in their drink. Or if you have one of them orange, you know, juicer things, then just do that. But I don't have one of those. And squeeze the other half of the orange in here. And then I'm going to blend it, and I'll show y'all how I fill the boxes, the drink boxes. I'll be right back. You'll hear the blender. All right, so it is nice and blended. And then here are my adult drink boxes. And I got these on Amazon. I have had them since the holidays. We still have plenty left. I think I got 100 of these for under $20. Hey, Sweet Thumb, how are you? And it comes with 100 of the pouches as well as 100 multicolored straws. So it's super cool, super cute, super convenient. You just open them with this Ziploc, and then here's the little hole for the straws, and the straws have a little pointy end to kind of pierce through. Some people have difficulty getting their straw in, but then they also have the bottom where once you put something in it, they can kind of stand up. So they are super easy. And so this way I'll make these, put these in the refrigerator, and everybody can just grab one when they want a cocktail, and I don't have to worry about making people individual drinks. So I just fill them. It has a fill line, and just snap this just like a sandwich bag. I'm telling you, these are so convenient. You can just, you know, if you're doing a little picnic, a cookout, going somewhere. Me and Wallace have taken them to a Super Bowl party at a friend's house. We just put a bunch of ice in the cooler, and I made about, 20, 30 of these, threw them in there. People love them. And then you don't have to worry about, a lot of glasses and cups or whatever. And then they're easy to write on. So when we did Cinco de Mayo with the kids, everybody just threw their name on it. So, if you sit yours down and walk away, hey, Teagsy, how are you? But these are cool. And they're also good, for whatever. If anything on the go, because you don't have to worry about, you could just throw these away. It's just so simple. And they could be reusable, except for, you would have to be careful with the little hole for the straw. But you could definitely try to reuse them. But they're so inexpensive and you get so many. I don't see the point in doing it, but it's just a neat little way that I found to, have a convenient way, and everybody is happy. And it's perfect for this time of year. If you're going out, to the pool, whatever. You can even put your smoothies in here if that's what you want to do. Whatever it is that you want to drink, you can just throw it in here. But I'm telling you, this blender, I got it on QVC. It was a little pricey. It was over $300, but it's so worth it for the things that you can do. You can make soup in here, and not like mix the soup and then have to heat it up. There's the settings on here where the machine itself will heat the soup or the dip or whatever. So it's not like you're just blending the soup and then you still got to put it on the stove to heat it. No, you can. Some restaurants and bars use those. Right, exactly. That's what I was saying, TZ. It is so great, like for your daiquiris, frozen margaritas, whatever. Perfectly. It's so smooth. I mean, unbelievable. And they have a margarita recipe, their little cookbook, I guess you would still call it a recipe book. You actually put a whole orange, I mean, you peel it for a whole orange, whole lime peel, and you put the whole thing in here. And you don't have to break it apart. You don't just have to squeeze the lime. I just squeeze the juice now just for time, because I ended up doing this on live and I'm not making the frozen. But with the frozen, you can put the ice in here. You put the lime in here whole. You put the orange in here. Like I said, you still take the peel off, but it blends it perfectly. And the same thing, like if you're using, vegetables and making a smoothie, you can, put your cucumbers, your celery, your spinach, all of that in here, and you're not going to Y'all, they just kicked me off. I don't know why. Hey, Lacey J. I don't even know what I was talking about, but it just kicked me off. But yeah, it's a really good blender. I use it for so many things. So it was worth it. And it's a good company. So you know, I am a hey, Tuber Chat. I'm so glad that Lacey J said, hey, I didn't even see you pop up. You probably popped up when they had kicked me off. But it's a really good brand. And, you know, I'm an old lady, so I watch QVC and I bought it off QVC. And so I heard people calling in and saying, you know, they had dropped this or whatever, different things, and just called the company and they just replaced it, like no questions asked. So that's the cool thing too. And if y'all don't shop on QVC, I know it seems like an old people thing to do, but one thing about QVC is they are going to give you the bells and whistles. So a lot of times when you shop on QVC, you get like the extra little accessories with stuff that you wouldn't get if you normally buy it, but you get it for the same price or less on QVC than you would if you buy it, you know, directly from the company or at one of the big box stores. That's what I love about QVC. And then the returns are super simple. When you shop in QVC, like starting in October, I think they already consider that like Christmas shopping. So you have until like January to return anything from like October on. Just a lot of different things about QVC. So don't y'all sleep on QVC. I might be an old lady, but it's worth it. And I've been shopping on QVC before I was an old lady. But that's for sure. I've been shopping on QVC probably for easily 20 years. I know 20 years because Ian is 22, so longer than that. I know I've been shopping on QVC since before I had Nutty Butters. But look how cute these things are. And so I will just pile these up. Old ladies, they give me a break. Well, I am. I'm a grandma, so I am. But yeah, it's really, really good. You get the bang for your buck. Like if you're looking to buy any type of like Apple products and things like that, QVC, you can get them for the same price or less, but they'll give you like the wireless mouse, the wireless keyboard, the laptop case, or the iPad case. Like they just give you a lot of stuff. How Stae, you're only 25. Right. And I don't know how that happened. I don't know how I'm only 25 and my oldest son is going to be 33 June 28th. Like that is so weird, Cece. I don't know how my son can be older than me, but you are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Wallace just let something in here. But yeah, y'all. So just like that, I have these. They are going to go in the refrigerator and my family is going to have their little grab and go because it's supposed to be super hot this weekend. So we're hoping to be able to take full advantage of the pool. My nephew Donovan is coming. So for those of you who watch my vlogs, y'all are very familiar with Donovan. Donovan is coming. That is my nephew. He's 17 years old. He is autistic and nonverbal, and he absolutely loves the water. And so anytime, you know, we can find those things that Donovan loves, that's what it's going to be about. It's going to be about what Donovan loves. So we are hoping to be able to have a lot of pool time. It's supposed to be in the 90s. It's looking a little cloudy now, but the rest of the weekend is supposed to be rain free. And I don't even know if it's supposed to rain today, but it is looking cloudy. But yeah, so just like that. And y'all see how they sit up. So I can just stand them in the refrigerator. As soon as you pour the liquid in there, that bottom opens and they stand up. So you can just sit them, pick a shelf on the refrigerator, and then everybody can just grab and go. And that frees me up from anybody being like, Stae, can you make me a margarita? Grab one out of the refrigerator. So just like that, it's all done. And they came in this package and there were 100 of them. And then we got all the multicolor straws. And I don't know if y'all can see. Let me pick a colored straw. But the straws have like the little, on the one end, the little thing that pokes. So hold on, y'all. That's what they're calling. Hold on. Hello. Don't say nothing crazy. I'm on live.
We're about 2 minutes away, and Fred was going to stop and get them something to eat. Should we stop and get them something to either go?
That's up to him because Wallace really didn't know what they were going to eat. So, because Wallace hasn't eaten. So I guess him and Wallace might want to decide what to eat together. Okay. All right. See you in a minute. All right. Bye-bye. Okay. So they're only 2 minutes away, which is cool. So they got here quicker than they thought they were because I had told Jody we were going to end up being late because I didn't want her waiting for us. But it's in the dishwasher. The dishwasher's still going? Oh, yeah. But anyway, y'all, so yeah, that's a neat thing. And that was perfect timing because I'm getting ready to jump off because they're almost here. But hopefully y'all will take advantage of this because it's just something simple. Like I said, something simple to have if you're having people over, something simple to take with you if you're going somewhere, if you're picnicking, whatever, just easy. You see, just that quick, I'm done. And I'm not going to be, that's just one more thing I'm not going to have to do during the weekend because they're already going to be in the refrigerator. So, hey, who's that? Oh, that's Nunny upstairs. Oh, okay. I'm like, dang, who else just came in the house? So yeah, y'all, thank you for joining me on this little pop-up live. I may do this a little more often. Yes, Jell-O shots are a nice thing to do too. I used to do Jell-O shots a lot as well. And again, this is the types of alcohol that you want to buy for the Jell-O shots. You don't want to be using your $40, $50, $60 bottles and then mixing it with Jell-O and all that stuff. I mean, if you're like me. So you want to get something that's quality. You want to get something that still has a good taste. You don't want to get something that's going to be making people sick or things like that. Well, thank you, LP. I definitely appreciate you for hanging around. Yeah, you don't want to get anything like, that. You don't want to get that bottom shelf, that Seagrams and all that stuff. But this will not break the pocket, but people are not going to know the difference. Like my bestie, Adrienne, is an alcohol snob. Like she has her brands. And when she came last summer or the summer before, and I turned her on to this, I was like, I know you're a snob, but this is what I found. And she was like, well, I trust you. Let me try it. And she was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, you can't tell. Again, this wouldn't necessarily be if you want to, like, because they have whiskey, they have bourbon, they have vodka, they have, all of your main liquors. And so if you're just chilling and maybe smoking a cigar or whatever and just sipping on something, then I wouldn't necessarily say that this was the thing to buy if you're sipping. But if you're making mixed drinks and you're going to be adding juices and mixers and different stuff, definitely check it out. And if you do, let me know what you think, because I'm always curious because everybody doesn't have the same taste buds, and there maybe my what's it that I'm called? Maybe my level of expectation is different from everybody else's, but the people that I have turned on to it so far have liked it. And so if you have a Costco, or if you can find just this Texas Spirit brand, but Wallace said it is a top Costco in-house brand. I've never seen it anywhere else except for Costco, and I live here in Texas. So I guess they just get it made in Texas. But yeah, it is definitely something to try. Thank you so much, Cece, and thank you as well, Deborah. And yeah, the adult drink boxes, everybody likes them, and that's what I'm known for. They like, Stae, you bringing them drink boxes. They come over here, they like, you got some of them drink boxes. So yeah, it's just a cute little idea. But I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. This was a lot of fun. Look for me doing this more often, because I'm telling you, when I was just sitting here on the couch, looking at the TV and scrolling through, because I'm not a TV person and I couldn't find anything to watch, I was just like, okay, I have to do something productive. I cannot just sit here. My ADHD will not allow me just to sit here and watch mindless TV in the middle of the day. Now, if it was 10, 11 o'clock at night, yeah, I could do that. But yeah, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm like, I got to find something to do. So thank you guys for keeping me company and jumping on. I appreciate each and every one of you. And you all know the drill. Always be kind and always love one another, but never forget to live your life. L.Y.F.E. Love yourself first explicitly. Have a happy and wonderfully blessed long weekend. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Living like a stage, hey, hey, living like a stage, hey, hey, living like a stage. Hey, hey, living life is day. Hey, hey, love yourself first, explicitly. You owe it to yourself to move with that energy. Empower your self-esteem. Self-love is king. That's the only way to win. That's how you empower